Hey everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel and another episode in my mystery quilt that is hosted by Pat Sloan. This is the 2022 Pat Sloan mystery quilt. It's called Sweet Dreams. It's all about cake, pastries, candies, you name it. All that sugar we're not supposed to have. And I am on block number 8, and today's block is called Desserts Breads. It is this block right here. So as always, I've already filmed all of this. I'm only doing the intro and outro right now, and I have to tell you, this block, it was tough. That was probably the toughest one of all of them, only because it's all half square triangles. It was pretty difficult, but you will manage because I managed, and it's a beautiful block. So what's the deal with the mystery quilt? For those of you who are brand new, welcome. Basically, every year Pat Sloan hosts a mystery quilt, and every Wednesday she will publish a new block. We have no idea what the whole quilt will look like until it's the end of it, and we have to assemble it. We're doing it pieces by pieces, block by block. Right now we're working on the central medallion, so we still don't know what's going on around it. All you have to do is go on the link down below to Pat Sloan's website, and you can get to the Sweet Dreams section and download your pattern there. You can pick your fabric if you want. I am doing all sorts of colors. I'm doing the colors of the rainbow for this particular quilt. This is really just to sharpen my skills more than anything else. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the quilt, but most of us quilters have so many quilts. There's no way we will use them all throughout the year. So it doesn't matter. This is about the hobby and being in your happy place. So what I always do is cut the fabric first and then give you instructions. I'm going as slow as possible because I want you to get the bug and I want you to start quilting. If you have a sewing machine and you always wanted to, but you've been intimidated about the whole quilting process, I'm making it as easy as possible. And Pat Sloan is perfect in terms of design with regards to learning every technique you will ever need with regards to quilting. So without further ado, let's get started. So here are my fabrics. We're going to start with the background. You need 8 large squares in the background, 8 small squares and 2 rectangles. And then in the medium fabric you need 4 squares that are small. You need 4 large squares and 2 rectangles. And then in the contrasting fabric, which I picked this turquoise right here, you need 4 large square and 2 small square. And guess what we're doing? Half square triangles. So we're going to start with making half square triangles with the medium fabric. So it's the same process we've done before. You take 1 square of the background, 1 square of the medium print, right side to right side. You're going to align them like this and draw a line from one corner to the other. And I know I repeat myself every time, but just in case you're brand new and you don't know how to do it, you know what, let me turn it around and do it on the white side so you can see better. Alright, so you draw a line from one corner to the other, and this is an erasable marker, by the way. It goes away with water once it's washed. So once you have that divided, you're going to sew at 1/4 of an inch on both sides of the line. You then cut right on the line, and that's going to give you 2 units that are half of each, like this. And since we have 4 of each, that's going to make 8 units altogether. The beauty of the half square triangle is once you square it up at the end, that's when it comes out really nice. So don't worry if they look wonky at first, because you're going to square them. So I'm not going to cut my half square triangle yet because we got more to make, and that's with the dark fabric, and it's the same process. You take one of the background, one of the dark fabric, and you're putting it right side to right side. Draw a line. And sew on either side of that line. And actually, for you to be able to see it better, I'm going to do the white on top for this one. So that leaves us with 16 half square triangle. We got 8 in the medium and 8 in the dark. And now we're ready to assemble the block. So we're going to make 4 squares that are going to build the full block. Let's start with the medium half square triangle. So I'm going to put one this way, and that's going to be with the fabric, the medium one facing down, followed by another one this way, and we're building rows right now, okay? And the end of the row is a plain or the background fabric. Then we take a full square of that medium fabric. I'm going to put it right here, followed by a background fabric square, followed by one of those half square triangle. However, the medium print faces up, so it's going to give you like a bow tie. At the bottom, for the third row, we're going to do one of these like this, followed by a half square triangle that goes this way. All right, and that is your first block. So what we do, so what we've always done, is basically one row at a time. So we're going to do the first row here, second row and third row, this one to this one, this one to that one. They all at 1/4 of an inch seam. And once you have 3 rows, then this one goes to this one and that one goes to this one, and they all add 1/4 of an inch seam. So let's do this one block, see what it looks like, and then we'll move on to the next one. And by the way, you make 2 of these. Okay, so the next one is the dark color. So you have one with the dark going down, followed by a plain fabric, followed by a full dark. The next row is one going this way with a background fabric going this way, and next to it we have a background fabric going this way and 2 half square triangle going that way. So you do one row after the other, and then you square it 5 by 5 and you make 2. So far I have one done, and I have these 3 here ready to be assembled. not gonna lie, I think this is the hardest one so far, number 7. Oof. But I did it. All right, so you now have 2 of these, and we need to assemble them into one big block. So you put one like this, and it's matching one like this. Okay, so they have to be upside down. And then here we're doing the same thing. We have one going this way and this one going that way. All right, so it's basically this one to that one, this one to that one, and then this one to this one. Let's go. And then square it up and we're done. All right, number 7 sweetbreads is done, and I like it, and I did really good on the seam. You probably saw me iron it with the middle seam right here open, because that's a lot of bulk. It was really bulky. Now, is it really where it needs to be? I may move it, all right? I may do this right here and put the yellow one right there. We'll see. And then have another one over there. I may do that. So this is it, sweetbreads. It was the hardest one of all the blocks so far. To me, this one was not hard. It was just precision. This one was difficult because my machine had a hard time with the thickness of some of the seams, because there's a lot of cross sections. But anyway, I like it. Let's see what it looks like the other way around. Not bad. All right, that's it. Number 7 sweetbread is done. Oh man, this thing kicked me in the you know what, for real now. I mean, it is perfect. I did it perfectly, but it was tough. And as I mentioned, I ended up opening the seam right here in the middle. I flattened it because all of those points are so thick, my machine was having a hard time going over them. So I want to make sure that there's not a raised bump on the quilt when I am actually quilting it. I have a little bit of tug in the fabric, and I think that has to do with the tension of my machine. Well, it's not on right now, so I'll have to ease that a little bit. But otherwise, I love the colors. It's got almost like a Native American flair with that blue right there, not so much with the flowers, but it looks great. So we have one more block to go for the center medallion, and I'm 3 blocks behind, so I already know what she's doing with it. Again, you can place your blocks in that center medallion whichever way you want. You don't have to follow the same pattern. Actually, Pat Sloan moved hers around as well. And next week we're doing block number 9, and then after that it's basically a border and then a bunch of half square triangle to make like a or is it flying geese, I'm not sure, but it's basically like a whole border on top of it, plus another one after that. And then we'll do the other blocks. So I'm excited. I like this quilt a lot. I like the colors that I picked. It's very vibrant, it's very cheery, it's different from what I usually do in terms of colors, and that's exactly why I am picking rainbow colors. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you still enjoy learning with me. And as always, I'm going to give you a gallery of people who sent me pictures of their blocks. It's basically the same stuff than last time, plus add-on at the end. So if you are doing this quilt along, even if you are behind and you're just into block 1 or 2, send me pictures at mygreatchallenge@gmail.com, and I will post them at the end of my videos to feature your work. All right? So that will be it. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner if you don't want to miss another video on quilting or whatever else I'm doing around the house. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at My Great Challenge. Find me at My Great Challenge Gift on Etsy for t-shirts and mugs and caps and hoodies and aprons, all of this stuff. And then Frenchie and Tubby on Etsy for vintage finds. Thank you for watching. Bye! Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.